mindful that you aren't ruining work that you have created in being fiscally responsible, creating your budget, creating your plan, and then just blowing it all because you got obsessed with makeup. Okay, maybe not you, me. I had to remind myself of that, okay? And because I had to remind myself of that, I thought maybe I share here, maybe someone else is dealing with this as well, and you need a reminder. Welcome or welcome back to Journey to Peace with me. So in this video, let's get real about this VIB Sephora sale, all right? Let's jump into it. If you are not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so you can join the family. Let's talk about the Sephora VIB sale and how I lost my mind. So for a minute, I have become re-obsessed with makeup. The last time I was this obsessed was maybe about 3 years ago when I had just gotten started. I watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos and I picked up every product that everybody I watched told me I needed. I blame Jackie Ina mostly for my collection because whatever Jackie said I needed, baby, I got it.
Now, let me say something.
Now, this does not bode well with the Dave Ramsey plan and me trying to be fiscally responsible. So in this period of my obsession, I am balancing my obsession with my fiscal responsibility, my Dave Ramsey plan, my cash envelopes, and all of that stuff. And right now, what this reminds me of is that this is a mindset change and not a money change. You have to change the way you act with money, how you purchase things in order to be successful. So let me tell you what I did, okay? So I knew the sale was coming. I had started sampling things. I had started creating a series on this channel. I haven't posted them yet, but I started creating videos of, are these makeups that the gurus tell us to get, are they really beginner friendly? So I was testing out a bunch of different things because I said to myself, I'm going to buy 2 new foundations this time. I don't need any new foundation, but I wanted one, and I was testing out a few to see what I would add to my collection. I knew I wanted a new concealer because I did not like the one that I had been using so far, and I knew I needed some skincare. But for some reason, Fenty made it to my cart. I don't need Fenty, but I wanted it. So by the time I got finished looking at my cart, it was at like $500.
Oh my God.
And so I had to stop and say to myself, you are on a budget. What is it that you need and how much money do you have to spend? So we know that I have recently paid off my tax bill, and so I'm free of that. So there is a little bit of money left over in my personal fund. I believe I have like $295 there. If I don't spend any of my personal money this pay period, then that's an additional $100. So that's $395. And then the sale, when it happens, will fall on the next pay period, and so I could add an additional $150 there, depending on if I want to use my my sinking fund money and my personal miscellaneous money that goes in my wallet. So I'm looking at somewhere close to $500. Now, do I really want to spend $500 on makeup? No. So what I had to get back in the habit of doing was price shopping. You guys know I like to coupon. And so what I did was I looked at the brands that I was looking at purchasing, and I Googled those. And I found that I was looking at one particular foundation, Bobbi Brown. Bobbi Brown, if I ordered from Bobbi Brown's site, then I would get 25% off my purchase and free shipping. There were 2 things that I wanted to get from Bobbi Brown. So I went there and I ordered from BobbiBrown.com instead of ordering from Sephora, where I would only get 15% because I'm VIB and not Rouge at Sephora. Then I wanted Murad sunscreen, and it's $65, but on Murad.com with the Hello 20 code, that expired, I believe, on the 22nd, but with the Hello 20 code, you get 20% off instead of 15. So I bought some products from the Murad website directly. I went to the mall and got samples of Clinique so that I could last myself from my old set of samples that I had gotten from Ulta. until the sale comes.
Okay.
Sephora, it'll be 15% off. And there are 3 things for my skincare that I want from there. But basically, I figured out how to shop at different retailers that I don't normally shop for makeup from in order to save some money. So while I was at Macy's on Saturday, the woman told me that this weekend coming, which would be the 26th and 27th, 28th, that Macy's would have an additional 15% off. So if you're not buying from Sephora, you can buy at Macy's for 15% off as well. So be mindful when you are doing your beauty shopping this period, because the sale is coming. It's super exciting. Are you sticking to your budget? Be mindful of that. Go in, know how much you're going to spend, and only spend that. I almost fell into the trap of getting a credit card at Ulta. You guys know that my credit cards are paid off. However, if you get a card from Ulta, then you get 20% off. And Ulta has the Tarte Tape Shape concealer that I wanted. Sephora does not have it, and I wanted the 20% off. So I considered, like heavily, seriously considered just opening up a credit card so that I can get what I wanted from Ulta, get the 20% off, and pay it off. But I ultimately decided I don't want to do that because I do not want to create a situation for myself where I get back into debt because I have a card, I can swipe it, it's easy, I'm earning points, and then I don't necessarily have the money to pay it off. So I would rather pay the extra 5%, whatever that may be, $3, $4, $5 on a particular product and buy it from Sephora using cash than getting it at Ulta with a credit card that may lead me down a slippery slope. If you are disciplined enough to handle that, go for it. But for me, I don't want to take that chance. So be mindful of that. Also, be mindful that this sale is coming back. So the sale is going to come back again in November. And in November, you will be able to purchase whatever you want to purchase then that you can't purchase now. So if you don't have it in your budget now to be able to buy these things, go ahead and start saving for it in the future. So right now, what I do is I put $53 each pay period into my personal sinking fund, and I can spend that money on whatever it is that I want to spend on myself. I also give myself $100 every pay period, which comes out to $200 a month to spend on me, on whatever I want to spend. So if I don't spend that money, then I get to add it to my personal sinking fund, and then I could use that money in November to make some purchases at Sephora if I wanted to. And also November is my birthday month, so I would get a free item from Sephora. I get a free item from Ulta as well because I am a member there. But be mindful of your spending habits. Be mindful of your budget. Know what it is that you're going in there for and why you're doing it. Be responsible with this. And be mindful, 15%, it's not a whole lot. When I looked at the tape shape, I think 15% of that ended up being like $7. So be mindful that you aren't ruining work that you have created and being fiscally responsible, creating your budget, creating your plan, and then just blowing it all because you got obsessed with makeup. Okay, maybe not you, me. I had to remind myself of that, okay? And because I had to remind myself of that, I thought maybe I share here, maybe someone else is dealing with this as well, and you need a reminder. If you like these kind of videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you later.